Hi, friends. Welcome, welcome. My name is Peggy Noe, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Um, my uh, my name of my little business is Pretty Paper Cards, and you can reach me at Peggy at prettypapercards.com. I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, and she has been playing around in the yard and in the house, and she's got her bow all. You got your bow all funny. She's got her bow all messed up. But we are happy to see you today from both YouTube and Facebook. And we wish you a super happy Friday, the last day of the week, the work week. And everybody loves Fridays. I hope you're loving Friday because I am. Tammy, good to see you. Wonderful. So, welcome, welcome. This is a nice start to your weekend, giving you some ideas for. Hi, baby, giving you some ideas for crafting over the weekend. Roz, good to see you. It's Father's Day weekend, so I don't know if you, hello, I don't know if you have a father that you celebrate. My husband, we're going to take him out to dinner, our daughter and husband, and we're going to go out to dinner and celebrate his Father's Day. So it could be that type of a day for you, or it could be a day where you remember your husband or your father. And so it's good to remember. That's a good thing. I made him a Father's Day card, but you know what? I don't want him to see it, so I'm not gonna show it on here. I thought of making it, and then I thought, in case he sees it, I'm not gonna show it. Where do you want to go, huh? Where are you thinking you're going? Sue Moore, you're getting ready to golf, evening golfing. Very nice. Very, very nice. So don't forget, at the end of our time together, I will award a prize for those who put the word prize in their comments, both on YouTube and Facebook last Friday on the 10th. And then you'll get to see the prize for next week. So hang around if you want to see what the prize is for next week and see if you won. News. What is new? Well, we're still in the last chance sale and last chance offering because we have a new catalog coming up. And I always say that means there's another catalog that's going out. And so our spring, January to June mini catalog is retiring June 30th, and that is not quite 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today is July 1st. So on July 1st, Ellie has the hiccups. I'm just going to put her down. She got the hiccups. So I'm going to let her go over there and do her hiccups. So 2 weeks from today, I'm going to be able to show you the inside of the mini catalog, the new holiday mini, the July to December mini, and I'm really excited about that. Marcia Long, hi. Yes, I am definitely doing a paper share, and that's my next thing. I just got out our Faith Creations kit for this month. It was Hope and Prayer, and the mailman just came today. I had 2 big boxes full of pretty pink envelopes for you guys that took that class to go, the Faith Creations class. And I'm definitely doing a paper share, and I need to get that stuff ready this weekend. That's my next project that I'm doing. So please wait until I get that stuff out, hopefully the beginning of next week, and you can I can tell you about it and you can reserve it, but you can't pay until 7 days prior to when I can order it. It's kind of a rule because we can't hold money for longer than 7 days, so I have to always abide by the rules. I'm a rule abider. Hey Kay, good to see you. So one little thing I did want to tell you is I got a new face to my blog, prettypapercards.com, on the web. We have just a little bit of a new look and a little new way to get to the projects. So if you have a chance, go check it out. I've been working on that with my computer guy, and I'm kind of a bit excited, probably too excited. You know, I've been telling people and I told my son, he's like, okay, Mom, whatever. So, but I'm excited about it. So if you have a chance, pop over there. And just a little tiny preview. I'm not sure when I'm going to start it, probably after the paper shares. I'm going to have a special for those who subscribe to my YouTube channel. And so I have a very wonderful large prize, and that's coming up in July. So be watching for that, okay? Lots of stuff coming up. New catalog, all kinds of things. Also, Sale-a-Bration. July and August is going to be another Sale-a-Bration, and why do we love it? Because for every $50 in our order, we get a prize, a gift, a free prize, free gift. And for $100 order, you get other kinds of free gifts. And today we're going to work with one of the Sale-a-Bration gifts. But first, I also want to show you, and I mentioned this before, if you would like to purchase the starter kit during Sale-a-Bration in July and August, the special for that is that you get a free, wonderful, wonderful, beautiful planner. If you're a planner girl like I am, you're going to want this planner. I did a little preview of it last time. I'm not going to do more than just a sneak peek right now, but if you like planners and you are not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, get ready, because this is a beautiful planner. I've already started using it, and I am in love with this planner. How do you subscribe, Marcia? You go over to my YouTube channel, Pretty Paper Cards on YouTube, and it has a place where you subscribe. And when I get 3,000, I don't even have 2,000 people yet, but when I get 3,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away this great prize. So if you subscribe now, it counts toward that. And when I reach 3,000, I'm going to give away this great prize. So I'm going to tell more about it next, or when July starts. But go ahead and subscribe now, because it will definitely help me. Allison, good to see you, my friend. So I think it's time for us to get started on our project today. So first, I'm just going to show you a little picture here of the mini catalog, and I think most of you have it. If you're my customer or if you've requested it from me, you have it. There were a couple people who requested it. I sent those out today. And the Sale-a-Bration catalog, I send them together. They both come together. So in the Sale-a-Bration catalog is a fabulous set. And let me get my little face in here. See if we can do that. Okay. This is a stamp and designer series paper set called Wonderful World, and this is going to be something that you can earn free if you place a $100 order starting July 1st, in July and August. And so this is a sneak peek for you, but you can't get it till July 1st unless you're a demonstrator, and then you can get it now. So if you want to join my team and sign up to be a demonstrator, go right, there's a link up above, and you can get this right now. So it's called Wonderful World. It's a beautiful floral stamp set, no sentiments, beautiful flowers, and I think it is a distinctive. I'll have to look back. I forgot to check on that. I think it's a distinctive because it's so beautiful. This is the stamp set, and it comes with gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous designer series paper. Both are called Wonderful World. And I'm just going to show you a little bit. We're going to use this one today. Look at these gorgeous papers. Let me just pull these down so you can get a full look. There's the back of that, and it is absolutely beautiful. This is my favorite. Even though we're not using it today, they're all beautiful, but I really like that. And that has a beautiful purple back, and look at this one. There's the yellow back, and another purple. Look at that front. Okay, pink, loving pink, rose. Yes, it is absolutely gorgeous. Then there's this one. I believe this is Rich Razzleberry, and look at this pretty back. This is so pretty. This is the one, we're going to use this today also. And then there's this one, and these match the stamps. The flowers, some of the flowers match the stamps. And this is the back of that. Oh boy. love, love. I just barely got started and I loved it. So that is the designer series paper called Wonderful World. They come together for $100 order during Sale-a-Bration. And here is the card we're going to make today. I had to use several pieces. I just wanted to show you how pretty this is. I put a little sliver of a designer series paper over here, and here is the card, and we're going to stamp that beautiful rose. And so let's get started. Now, in addition to the Wonderful World stamp set and designer series paper, we're going to use fabulous frames. This is a die set that came out in the new annual catalog, and we're going to use this die. And we're going to use a sentiment from Sending Smiles, which is also in the annual catalog, and we're going to use birthday wishes. These sentiments are meant to be used with the sending, the big word sending, birthday wishes, etc. But they're also handy for a small space, and that's what I'm going to do today, is use that birthday wishes in a small space. So let's get started. This card, you love the bundle. Tina, good to see you. So we're going to start with our standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we're going to go ahead and burnish that with our bone folder. I'm going to take a little drink from my fabulous Stampin' Up tumbler. You can get these. They're in the In Colors Ombre. And I'm drinking some flavored Pellegrino. Love it. Love it. Hey, Trudy Oliver, good to see you. So here are the two papers that we're using. The first one is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to do the angled paper thing. And we could have used that one too. I love that, but I just thought this darker one looks just really pretty against the yellow. That's Daffodil Delight is the yellow, and the purple is Rich Raspberry. So I'm just going to, whoa, okay, that's fine. I need to make sure I'm going the right direction. Okay, we're good. So you angle the first one. You just kind of put the corners as far as you can, and then we're going to do the same thing. This one is a little bit smaller. It's 3 3/4 by 5. And look at the back of this one. I mean, I'm not kidding you. They are gorgeous. They would be really beautiful also for some kind of a little treat box, little 3D project. So this one is the same. You do the same thing in that you angle it from in the opposite direction from corner to corner. I get it as far in the corners as I possibly can. Now we are going to do some stamping. And I've got the rose stamp already out on my block, and what we're going to do, we're going to do a little something different, and I hope it works out. You know, you always hope these things work out. Hi Diane, good to see you. Oh, sorry you're still having internet problems. So we're going to use, I showed a minute ago I posted online the 3 colors we're using today: Rich Raspberry, Granny Apple Green, and Daffodil Delight. These are gorgeous together, and I think they're really pretty for the summer. I really do. Even though, you know, our mini catalog is the holiday mini, the Sale-a-Bration catalog is not as holiday forward, I would say. The Sale-a-Bration catalog has a lot of these other things that we can use year round, and I think this is quite summery. So I'm opening my Daffodil Delight and my Granny Apple Green pads, and what I'm going to do, I've got my rose here, and I'm going to completely ink it up in the Daffodil Delight, and then I'm going to add with my sponge dauber a little bit of Granny Apple Green on the leaves and the stem. So let's see if this turns out right. If it doesn't, I can do it again. I had to do it a couple times earlier, and then real quick you put some of your Granny Apple Green, and I'm twisting that to get more ink on the sponge dauber. Okay, and then what we're going to do is huff to get it a little more moist, and we'll see how that comes out. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And that allows you to have a green stem and green leaves with your your daffodil colored rose. Now, I don't think this would work as well if you had a color much darker than the Daffodil Delight. But with this particular stamp set, it works great. And so for this one, there are no dies. And so we're just going to do a quick little fussy cut here. And it really isn't hard, and I'm not even going to go in and around the leaves too terribly much. Remember, you turn your paper and not your scissors. I'm going to do this, and then it's easier to turn around while I'm cutting. Okay, so we've got, if you have roses, you recognize these rose leaves. Allison is a plant girl, and my husband actually bought me a house with a rose garden in the front, just like the song. So I have a rose garden in my front entryway, and I totally recognize the rose leaves. And the reason I think, like I said, I haven't looked back in the catalog, but the reason I think this is a distinctive is because of the depth of color and shading, I guess is what I want to say, in the actual rose. That is usually true of a distinctive stamp. They make them in a special way. So I'm just zipping around this little rose here. It just takes a minute. Now, if you didn't want to do this, you could punch it out with, if you have a little punch that fit, or you could, die cut it with a little circle die. But the way I'm going to use it inside the frame kind of looks best if it's fussy cut. And I'm telling you, these Stampin' Up paper snip scissors, they are the sharpest. I have gals come into my classes and they have some strange scissors from like the drugstore or something. And I just tell them they've got to get the Stampin' Up paper snips. They are such good scissors. Okay, so we've got our rose cut. Now we're going to do our die cutting. Oh no, fussy cutting. Yep, it's true. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have this, we're going to repeat the use of this beautiful paper, and we're going to cut this frame out of this paper, and it fits really well in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I just cut the size of the paper to fit the cutting plate. And this is a little bit of an interesting frame, and I'll show you here in a second. Okay, and I'll show you what's interesting. The frame itself comes off from the inside. Look at that. This rectangle is separate from the frame. And I kind of like it. I think it gives you a lot of versatility. So let's get our card back. And now this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it on like this with Stampin' Dimensionals. But what we also could do is we could put this inside like that, and we could build on that. Or we could, I actually was playing around before and I cut one completely out of white and had a white background. But as I continued to play around, I felt like this was the prettiest because it really shows the beautiful yellow paper. And the way I'm going to have this look a little better is by using dimensionals and raising up the frame. So what I'm going to do, and it fits really well, is put a large or regular size Stampin' Dimensional, we don't have large, in the center part, and then on each of the sides of the centers I'm going to put a mini dimensional, just like that. And that is going to raise the whole thing up and give more kind of more depth to our frame. I think I got this one a little too low. No, I guess it's good. Okay, so let's take all of our little papers off. And I'll show you how good this looks when it's raised up. You don't have to do anything with the sides. They're thin enough that they just kind of will stand up on their own. So let's just put this right like this. Just like that. And let me hold it up a little bit for you to see. You see how that's raised up there? And it just gives more dimension, just this exactly what dimensionals are supposed to do. And we're going to put our little flower right in here, our beautiful rose. And again, I'm going to use dimensionals for our rose. Like I said, you could have probably cut it with a circle die if you wanted to cut it with a circle and then put your circle right in there, and that would have worked out if you don't like to fussy cut. But it's a quick little fussy cut. I'm going to move this dimensional over a little bit. And then we're just going to pop this. Whoops. I don't want it too far in the corner because I want it to be the focus of the frame, right? Just like that. And now comes the sentiment that I said, I explained to you that I'm using from the Sending stamp set. And it's this little thin birthday wishes. Very thin, very small, but perfect for our space. So this is rich razzleberry, and you know I've taught you how you know what colors to use, right? You look on the back, on the white backing, kind of thicker cardboard of your designer series paper, and it tells you the colors that go with it, or in the catalog where the designer series papers are listed. And so it listed Rich Razzleberry and Daffodil Delight, and so I knew which colors to use. So what I'm going to do with the birthday wishes, I've got it inked, and I'm going to try to get it right up next to the top there, the top of my paper. That came out pretty good. And then more fussy cutting, but it's not a big deal. This is easy peasy. Okay, so to get it small so that it fits in our little frame, what we're going to do, that came out actually pretty straight. Those photopolymer stamps are great. That means the clear stamps. And so all I'm going to do is cut the birthday wishes out, and you know what? It doesn't even have to be perfect. My first one wasn't even perfect, and you didn't notice it at all. I was wondering if you'd notice it, but you didn't. Some of this, a little bit of the sides were a little different. Like even here, there's kind of a bit of a dip right there, but you know what? Nobody's going to notice. So we're going to cut that, and now we're going to bring our card back in and our mini dimensionals, and we are going to put our little sentiment right in here. I will tell you something. This is something that will make your cards look modern. This is how I'm going to arrange them. You can make a very traditional card by putting everything straight and maybe cutting out your sentiment with a different die, but I will tell you, if you use some of these newer techniques, it makes your card look a little bit more modern. And I'm one of those girls, I'm a traditional girl, but I like a modern twist on my tradition. So here's our word birthday, and I put 2 mini dimensionals on it. And so, you know, roses and kind of pinstripes and floral, small floral, mini floral patterns are traditional, but I'm giving it a little modern twist with the angles and the words that are cut out and separated. And so we're going to put our little word wishes, and you know what? You can just angle it however you want. I think this one I'll angle a little bit crooked like that. So it doesn't even have to be perfectly straight, and it's still very pretty, and it has a traditional but modern look, and I like that. Now I'm also going to do one thing. Some of you know that I love little teeny dots, and I have little teeny dot stamps that I just keep from various sets that I've had over the years. And I'm going to take a little scrap piece here, and I have this little tiny dot stamp. I don't know if you can see those little dots. I can't even tell you what stamp set this came from. And I'm just going to stamp off and put a few little dots on my card. It's kind of well, I don't like to use the word lazy at all, but it's kind of, I'll use the word easy. It's an easy way of doing splattering, where you would splatter, and I've taught you how to do that if you've been with me for very long with your either with your blends or with a paintbrush. But it adds a little look of a splatter. And then what I'm going to do for this card, for the inside, I'm just going to put a few more little dots. I'm not going to stamp off this time, just to give a little bit of interest in here. Just like that. Just a bit of interest. So it stays that traditional soft, not bold card, but it has a bit of fun. And I think we should add, the other one I didn't add any bling, but this time I thought I would add some bling. These are the Glossy Dots assortment, and the colors are Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party. So I thought we'd use the Daffodil Delight because it goes, that's the color we know that's in our designer series paper. So I'm just going to pick up a couple of these and put them around inside the frame because we've got the splatters on the outside of the frame. So we'll just put the bling on the inside. These are nice because they're very flat on the bottom and they're fairly flat on the top also. And I think that looks just a little bit better. And now we're going to do a little treatment to our envelope. I have cut out a 1.5-inch strip of our designer series paper, and I am just going to glue it here to the edge. And I cut it a little over 4 inches because I want to trim off that edge. But I think this, you know, I like to decorate my envelopes. I think it just adds such a nice touch. And so I'm just going to put some glue. You just need a very little, very light touch of the multi-purpose glue, my adhesive of choice. And we're just going to line this up right here. Let me make sure you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. And we're just going to, let me pull it up just a hair bit. There we go. There is our little strip, and let me trim that off. Now that this way I don't need to worry that I cut my strip too short. I can make sure that I've got the right length that I want, and I just trim that off. And there's our card. Isn't that pretty cute? Thank you, Diana. Thank you for sharing. I think it's a great spring and summer card. We still have about a month until summer officially starts. And I have some birthdays. I don't know about you, but I have some birthdays that I need to send cards. And I think this is just so cute. The paper is gorgeous. And you could use almost any flower and any sentiment and any frame or label type die, but it's the paper I really wanted to show off, and the beautiful floral stamp set, Wonderful Wishes stamp set and paper. Put that on your list when you place an order in July and August to choose this. If you have a $100 order, you won't be sorry. The paper is beautiful. And guess what? I'm going to give this card away today. Let me come back and we'll do our prize. And today for our prize, well, let me start with who's going to receive the prize from last week. And last week's prize was a special moment stamp set. I have quite a few stamp sets left from the past year or two. That I have hanging around, and so a lot of people wanted this. Oh, bye Marcia, she has to go babysit. A lot of people wanted this beautiful special moment stamp set. It has fabulous sentiments in there. It has with sympathy, happy birthday, thinking of you, all the standard ones and some others and a bunch of different fonts. So lots of you wanted it. I had a big list and I did the random number generator, and the winner is, and I don't see her on here today, Kathy Orderly. Oertle. You won the stamp set. I don't have your address, Kathy, so I am going to ask that you send me your mailing address send it to me, email it to me at peggy@prettypapercards.com, and I will send this stamp set to you, and I'll try to get in touch with you also. Anthony, did I see you on here? Good to see you, Anthony. I haven't seen you for an age. It's great to see you. So for next week, here's what the prize is going to be. It's going to be the card that we made today is one item. You're going to get 3 cards from me. The prize for next week, this is a really special one. I am surprised I'm going to give it away, but I know that you guys will love it. So 3 cards. Here's the second one. And this one is made out of the chic set. And it's a thank you card, but it has a mini card inside. Look at that. It has a little mini card inside. So this is another one of the cards. And the third card is one that I showed, I think on Wednesday, but I made it also out of the chic paper. And so you will have these cards and you can copy these fun folds if you want to. So these are the 3 cards that will be given away. I'll give them away as a set for next week. So if you want to win those 3 cards, put the word prize in your comment on YouTube or on Facebook, and I'll draw your name on the 24th, right before our live. I do the random number generator. So it's great to see you guys on a wonderful Friday. I hope you have a great weekend, and just do some card making. Get out your papers and inks and make some cards. And I'll be posting what I'm doing, okay? Great. See you next week. Bye-bye.